Hey guys, what's up? It's KlaireeBerry. I wanted to come and talk with you guys today. I've had a big day. I know I don't look my best. I've been crying. I've been doing a lot of inner child healing today. And I don't even care. I know you guys are not all about, the superficial looks and all of this stuff. You're here for the substance anyway. So I'm just going to come and bring it to you guys while it's fresh, while I'm excited about it, even though, like I said, I'm kind of like tired and I know I need some rest, and I wasn't even going to do videos today because I've done so many this week, but I just really, like I said, I'm feeling the call to come and be with you guys. So thank you for being here for me. First of all, I learn and grow so much from doing these videos, going back and watching these videos. I've always recommended, if you have an inkling to start a YouTube channel, I think it's a really, really great tool. Excuse me. So it's definitely helped me over the long road, I would say. So what I want to talk about right now is being a little bit selfish. Being selfish is amazing. More people should be selfish who are watching this channel. I promote being selfish because I feel like our understanding of the word ish anyway is ish, meh, kind of meh-ish, like ish isn't like an over obsession. Obviously you don't want to be so selfish that you don't care about others and that you're doing, negative things. I mean, we've all been there. We've all done that at one time. We've been a bad guy regardless of how good we think we are. You know what I mean? We kind of have to admit that. But, the people who are going to be probably coming here and watching this video are going to be, probably people who aren't completely selfish, and if so, let me know. If I'm wrong, then absolutely let me know. I just feel like people that are going to watch this video are going to be the givers, they're going to be the feminine intuitives, maybe the codependents, maybe the, empaths, people like that are on this channel. Let's just be real. So that's why I really promote being selfish even more, because these people have basically like a disorder. It's a disorder of the lack of being selfish. And again, being selfish is not a fully negative thing. Just like all of these other things, narcissism and codependency and empaths, like it's a spectrum, just like almost anything else. A lot of things are on spectrums we don't even realize. But yeah, it's a spectrum of being selfish, and it's not that being completely selfless is going to be the optimal, and that being completely selfish is going to be, I mean, that's a pretty negative way to live. So yeah, I would say that would be the most negative, is to be 100% selfish. Yeah, that's going to be the worst thing ever. But probably just as bad is going to be 100% selfless. I mean, you really even probably can't even get there as a human being. Like, that's another level shit or something. Because that's just not the way that it works. We are egotistical beings as we are. Like, it's just kind of fundamentally, we have the ego and we have ourself. We're operating out of our own self. So on some level, we have to accept, we have to admit, we have to understand that we are selfish, that we should be selfish, that we should practice being selfish. For those of us who may be on that, side of the spectrum where we are naturally, inclined to be less selfish, to be more giving, to be codependent energies, to be, just giving, over giving, doormat energy, overcompensating, always, people pleasing, all of these things that a lot of us do. And, it's a process to like overcome them. And I just want you, as a twin flame, as anyone who's here watching this channel, I would say you're somewhat intuitive and open-minded, if you're here. So, and very wise, of course, and special, and very, very, very important, or very, very, very necessary. Anyway, silly but true. Okay, so I want us to literally, for those of you who are here and who are in this mode, or helping people who are, try to find that balance, try to become a little bit more selfish. Find that right groove where it's like, okay, this fits, this is supportive, this is supporting me, This isn't inadvertently, subconsciously draining me and then I'm fucking drained. You know, I think that's an issue that a lot of us deal with. Give, 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 give. We love giving. We think it's great, you know, but then it comes back and kind of bites us and we're like, what the fuck? Why did I give all that away? You know, why did I do this? So, like I said, just come to peace with it, admit it, understand it, realize that it's that center, you know, that center where you have a good balance of being selfish and selfless. You care about others, you let them know you're here, you help them, etc. But you also are going to put yourself first, and you're also going to take care of yourself first before you do all that, because that's just the way the balance has to go. Okay, that's what this whole channel is about. It's putting yourself first, making sure that you are taking care of your needs, because if you're not taking care of your needs, nobody else will. That's the friggin' most frustrating, crazy part about it. It's like a paradox, you know? When you need yourself the most, if you're not there for yourself, you're not going to allow anyone else to be there for you either. Okay? We have to come into our power and realize this is our life. We are divine. We are co-creators. We are here. You know, we are doing this. This isn't, oh, woe is me. Everything happening to me. I'm a victim. I had no say in any of this. We are constantly attracting energies that we are manifesting, that we are magnetically attracting to us in a way. So when you start being selfish, it opens you up to receive from the universe, because you have to know how to receive from yourself. If you don't know how to receive from yourself, how can you receive from anyone, including the universe? Okay? So again, sometimes I like these little mantras, these things that stick in your head. You guys know, you know or you don't. So it's me, 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 me. Okay? Me, 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 me. Actually, it's just me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Okay? This is something you can think of. This is something that is funny, that you can just like be silly, have positive emotions surrounding it. It's a way of life. You carry it with you. You remember it. You revisit it. You help yourself reframe your issues with this. Okay? And it is being selfish. And it's actually, the first three me's are me, like me. This is me. This is my energy. This is who I am. And then the last one is actually me, like am I. Okay? And that's more like mine. It's a shortened version of mine, because we don't want to say me, 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 mine. No, that's just weird. So it's me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Yeah. Me, 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 me. Oh, I have some weird ass videos on here. It's funny though. So what this is it stands for the 4 aspects of yourself that I always talk about. The holistic table of our lives that needs to be stable. The table needs to be stable. The table needs to be stable. The table is stable. My table is stable. Okay, again, be silly with your mantras. That adds extra oomph to it if you're enjoying it while you say it, okay? So your table has to be stable. Your table has to have 4 legs. There are some tables that only have 3 legs, but they're not very sturdy, right? The tables that really last, that make it, you know, that get somewhere, that get through the hard days, you know, those are the tables with good old-fashioned 4 fucking legs, right? Excuse me for cussing. Like I said, long day, okay? And I'm just keeping it real as well. So the 4 legs are the 4 aspects. It's the 1, 1, 1, 1. It's the wholeness and completion of our own person, of all of the elements of the tarot, of the swords, the cups, the wands, and the pentacles. Okay? It's taking care of all of those energies. That's why it's me. The first me is your thoughts. If you have been with me, if you've been through this program, then you know this is going to be part of the program. So if you haven't checked out the program and you don't know what I'm talking about and you just happen to chance upon this video, go check out the program. Okay, these are only going to be available for a certain time to the general public for free until it's completely done. But this is part of a program that is deep inner child healing stuff. So check it out. It's a whole playlist right now. If not, go to KlaireeBerry.com and you can check it out. So anyways, the first one is your thoughts. Okay, that is all. Everything begins with your thoughts. Always, thoughts is the first thing to start working on. Okay, so me, I'm selfish about my mind, about my thoughts, and I'll get into this more in a minute after I give the overview. So the second me, also with an E, is your emotions. So this is you. This is inner. This is like so you. You know, a lot of people think this is all that they are. When you think of me, oh, I am my thoughts. No, you're not your thoughts. You are a presence and maybe a substance or something that is underlying that is underneath it. You are not every thought you think, okay? Nor do we have to follow through on every thought we think. So me, even though I always say the mind is in the gut. They say the mind is in the gut now. So I really should be starting here. But anyway, for the sake of everybody knowing what I'm talking about and not knowing about microbiota and microbiome, okay, we've got the mental me, the emotional me, okay? Then you've got your physical me, okay? So then you've got your me with an I, which is your mind energies, okay? So this is why a lot of times it's just the three. You know, you just have mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, emotions. These are very common, you know, ways to think about us, you know, you, me, people. But I like to throw this Pentacles energy in there, you know, and sometimes it does come across as just the three, because the Pentacles is the first level of your energy that is truly outside of all of the being that you are. So this is going to be, I also call it's Pentacles, but it's also habituals, okay? The Pentacles is the habituals. It's the habitual things that you do, and it's also your results, okay, in a way. And it gets into, it's like this barrier, you know, between divine and the physical world and the outer world. So it's very magical and very spiritual, even though people like to refer to it just as this, you know, what was I saying? Like as not a physical thing, but, oh, just the Pentacles. It was just money. No, the Pentacles is way deeper than money, you guys, okay? So it has to do with, and let me see, I just got this down exactly how I wanted it today, okay? The way that we can remember our outer energies is profess, okay? Purposeful. So this is your mission. Are you on purpose? That's like number one. And it's number one because it's the most important, but it's definitely not going to be the first one of these that you start working on, maybe, or that you start doing. But it's also something that you can do on a small scale or a large scale. So yeah, it should be something that you start doing. Like the whole thing of life, you know, one of the underlying lessons is always like give if you want to receive, be able to give. That's why it's give to yourself so you can receive. It's the same thing. It's these fundamental underlying principles that have kind of been skewed for us to where we don't really know the real truth about them. But anyway, the P is for purposeful. The R, this is for reputational. And your reputational, again, this is stuff that's habitual. It happens over time. Your reputation doesn't get built over one day or 1 week or, you know, whatever. This is your energy over time. Okay, that's why it has to do a lot with this manifestation and what you're at. This is like when the echo comes back, like you and what you, like, you are who you are, okay? You're standing at the top of the cliff, okay? You're the fool's journey, right? The first step. You're standing up there. You're like, yes, I'm going to do something. I'm going to yell something, okay? So that's your first thought. The beginning of everything is a thought. And then you're like, okay, should I really do this? Yeah, I feel like doing it. I'm going to really do it. You know, the spirit speaks to you, whatever. You're like, I'm going to do it. Okay, so you think about what to say. You're going to say it. You're like, get enough courage, which again is this feeling that is the feeling side. And then the action is actually you physically doing it. So when you decide to yell at the top of that cliff of the fool's journey and say, I am, or whatever you say, you don't even need to put I am there, because that's what the universe does for you. You are what you do, what you say, what you think, your resonance, your dissonance, all of it, like how you're vibrating. So, and then what comes out, you know, is still kind of this action. Okay, so it's going, it's still your action. And it's kind of outside of you. That's like the physical, you know, once it's out, then what happens to it is kind of out there. So somewhere along the lines, it's still your energy out there vibrating, but it gets further and further away from you, and it gets more and more into like not just your energy, but how other people's energies are interacting with it. And then the echo that you get back is kind of like all of this, it's like, how does karma work out for you? Your energy went out, it's going to come back. But what does it sound like? Does it sound right? That's kind of what all of these are. So your reputational, again, it's your more outer social circle, okay? Because again, everything is like this spectrum. It's a holistic thing. So, there's no clear-cut lines for where our boundaries, where our inner and outer begins and ends. And our outer energy is still us. It's still our energy going out into the world. And, that's what makes it this magic, this manifestation part of it. And so that's why I believe that definitely, again, Pentacles, not so shallow, only third, level. It's not like, oh, there's these levels, and it's cut and dry and all of this. Intricately related. It's still your energy. It's still divine. It's still very powerful. All of the above. Okay. So back to the acronym here. We have purposeful, on purpose, doing your mission, reputational, how these energies, how you're treating people over time, what you're doing, what you're accomplishing, how this is being perceived by people, all of that sort of thing. Occupational, this is a big one. It's like we all gotta work usually. We all gotta have some way of making money. So most of us have some kind of job that we do. And if not, I feel like you really should, and if you, let's say you have this purpose going on, your first P, is going on, you got it going on so much that you're making money for it, then that's your occupation and you're just blessed, like beyond belief, because that is kind of the goal. So, at least for the starting energies, you want your occupational health to be, or occupational status to be healthy. You want it to be not too much, not too little, keeps you busy, but doesn't overwhelm you. Like, again, this spectrum, this balance, okay? So PRO. And then we have, of course, financial. Of course, that's, combined with your purpose and your occupation, but it's also how you spend. Your deep, like, relationship with finances in general, how you attract, how you think about them. All of this stuff is, again, a culmination of your mental and your emotional. So however you think about these things and however you feel about them is what's going to make you start acting. And when you act, again, it's over time, it's actions over time that equal all of this stuff, okay? Purposeful, reputational, occupational, financial. Then you have environmental. This can be the environment. This can be like polluting or cleaning up the environment, but it also really mostly has to do with your energies, where you're at. So it's like your little neighborhood, your backyard, your front yard, your room, your house, your bathroom, like all of this different stuff it's still your energies. It's still it's like one of the most, this is where witches, I think, got their broom thing from, is because by manipulating the energies, they were really to make people feel differently and it's a lot of power, to be able to know how to clean up something, we take it for granted, but some people don't know how to do that. And it's like, how do you live? It's been proven, this stuff affects us. It affects our mind. It affects our emotions. To have clutter, to have, all of this stuff. So your environmental, your feng shui, basically, very, very, can be very powerful on the inner. And the thing is, with all of these energies, I just want to interject right here that, these type of energies come back to you again, like that echo, and then you get to process them. And then what you hear will affect what you do the next time, what you say, out to, what you yell out to the Grand Canyon or whatever, you know what I mean? Like off the cliff. It affects you, and it affects how you're going to react the next time. It affects how you think about the future by what you've learned, what you've taken, what you've received, what you've gotten from the universe coming back. So if you're making good positive choices, you're having good positive effects. What we have is obviously positive reinforcement. If you're making negative choices, then you're getting negative effects. It's making you honestly feel like shit, which is having negative reinforcement. And then you have these beliefs that are even deeper, like, oh, that I'm just that type of person, that always attracts this, or, crazy things always happen to me, or everybody always does this to me. And it's all, it's like very easy to get into, this is their energy because this is how they're coming, and give all your power away and put all your power into, another person or a group of people, or, I'm getting like the cheerleading squad, like you wanted to join so bad and they didn't want you there. It's like you tell yourself these things, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, when in reality, it's your energy that interacts with the other people. It's not just their energy. Like, your energy plays a big part in how people react to you. So always remember that. Okay, so we got financial, we got environmental, social. Again, social versus reputational. I felt like there need to be a difference, because your social is more like how people react to you on a closer basis. Like your actual, like, as opposed to just like maybe your acquaintances, this is your friends, this is your family. Okay, and I put the love kind of in the like really deep, the like emotional side. Like, yes, our relationships are in our emotional side, but it's more like our moon side. It's like our side of it. And this is like kind of the outer side of like how they react to us, how they treat us, the fights we get in or the fun times we have, all based on the energy that we carry. We cannot deny that our energy affects all of this, and that, not everything just happens by chance. There are some things that are out of our control, maybe 80-20 rule, something like that. Who knows? Like, I'm not going to put a hard set rule on everything, but we can all advance from where we're at, even if we start at a low space. It's a lot of it is up to us. Okay. And we have to empower ourselves, and that's what this channel is all about. So, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications. And you can also follow me all over social media at KlaireeBerry. Okay. So yeah, the last one is actually kind of an extension. It's like that energy is just getting further and further away. And again, this is all over time is how we create this stuff. So survival, okay, is your last X. S, I said X. Purposeful, reputational, occupational, financial, environmental, social, and then survival for the long term. Okay, and this is because there's a physical piece. Again, we kind of touched on the mental and all of this and the emotional. But the physical piece is that, yes, what we do affects our bodies. Okay, so in the short term, you have your physical already, which is your wands, but this is your physical over time. So basically it's your long-term health, it's how you are gonna last and all of that. Okay, so I just wanted to share this with you because it's, I'm gonna refer to it, and I think it's really helpful. Okay, and it's so important to, sorry about the background noise, I need to get a new washer and dryer again. If you want to donate and help me out, single mom, I don't want to seem like a beggar, but I do need a new washer and dryer. And we're wasting so much money drying all of our clothes like 5 times. Anyway, yeah, any love, supported, like I said before, greatly appreciated. You have no idea. So, yeah. So I think that it's great to start rituals as well with this me energy. You could do me Mondays, which I'm going to probably do that on some level and touch on it, every Monday. I think it's a good time, as we start the busy work week, we're all like, oh, focus on other people, but it's like, okay, Monday's coming, Monday's here, we're going to focus on ourselves. And again, it's that kind of that first day of the week, like first things first, focus on yourself first, and then you'll be able to fill other people's love cups up. We want to take care of our parents, take care of our pets, take care of our kids, take care of our husband, like all of this energy. And then we don't have anything left for ourselves. We don't even put ourselves like on the table to like deal with. It's just like, oh, I'll get by. I'll make it work somehow. And it's like, that's when you start shortchanging other people accidentally without even realizing it. It's because you're shortchanging yourself. And this is the basis. I mean, yeah, we kind of, as a lot of, feminine energies, we may know this as moms, we hear this, we repeat it, we tell other people that, but it's it's a deep thing. And again, there's the surface level that you can imagine and think about it and act it out in your life on. And then there's a deeper level that you can keep going and keep understanding this law of attraction, keep understanding this shadow work. And it gets really, really deep, because we have to understand that really any problem, this life is so crazy and mind-blowing with this microcosm and macrocosm stuff, that the answers are all here. When they say, when these spiritual texts always say the answers are all inside of you, this is what they mean, literally, because we only fuck our own energies up. I mean, other people do, yeah, for sure. It's not that we only do it, but we do it more and more and more. Okay? Me. Be in this energy. Take care of your mental however you can. And I'm going to get to a video here in a video or two more in this program of really how we can support each of our aspects of ourselves to come in better alignment and to be, there for ourselves. And that's what it's about. It's about being there for yourself. That's what's going to bring you into alignment. That's what's going to bring all of these energies. If you have an issue with your mental, if you have an issue with emotional, your love life, your twin flame relationship, your health, if you have any issues with not feeling like you're on your mission, on purpose, doing the right thing, you want something deeper out of life, if you feel like you have a bad reputation, people talk about you, if you feel like you need a better job, you need more money, you need to start spending it better, yada yada yada, if your house is just not on point, it's not comfortable, it's bugging you, something's bugging you about this, if you're close friends, you're arguing, you're having issues, could be so many different types of issues with friends and family. And again, if you're having especially long-term health problems or short-term health problems, you want to look into see which of your energies is out of whack, okay? And sometimes, especially again, a lot of us can be like, oh yeah, well, I just drink a lot, that's why I have this hangover. Or I ate really shitty during the holidays, that's why I gained 10 pounds and I feel like shit. It's kind of like physical, you can see it and put it together. A plus B equals C. But with the mental and with the emotional, we have a lot of hidden shit. And that's what this program is all about. And so if you haven't been to the program, go to my playlist, check it out. If you can't find it, it's just called My Program on the Playlist. If you can't find it there, go to KlaireeBerry.com and figure out how you can get into this program. I also have direct coaching clubs. I have personal readings, private readings, consultations, etc. So please drop me a line below and let me know what you think of this video. Again, sorry for the background noise. I love you guys. Take care. I will see you soon. Bye.